Good afternoon. It is Friday, October 22nd, 2021. I was having a conversation with a fellow believer some time ago, and he was expressing his disappointment with himself because he was struggling to quit a harmful habit, and he felt like such a failure because he could not seem to break out of the abyss he felt like he was in. It's not the kind of conversation where he's wanting to avail himself of the vast pastoral wisdom available to him. It is more the kind of conversation just helping him gather his thoughts as he verbalized his feelings of personal unworthiness and honest desire for change. So I listened. I kept my words and thoughts to myself. When someone needs a non-judgmental listening ear, we need to remember that God gave us 2 ears and only 1 mouth, and we should use them in that appropriate ratio. Then a few days later, I was reading in the Psalms, and Psalm 139, verses 13 to 18, struck me. I wish I'd thought of it at the time. If all else fails, read the manual. And this is from the New Living Translation, 2nd edition. You made all the delicate inner parts of my body and knit me together in my mother's womb. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. You watched me as I was being formed in utter seclusion, as I was woven together in the dark of the womb. You saw me before I was born. Every day of my life was recorded in your book. Every moment was laid out before a single day passed. How precious are your thoughts about me, O God. They cannot be numbered. I can't even count them. They outnumber the grains of sand. And when I wake up, you are still with me. The psalmist begins this passage by recounting God's creation of these very beautiful, amazingly complex bodies that we alternatively praise and curse. God made all of the delicate inner parts. If you forget the delicate inner parts, wait till you hurt one of them. I stubbed my next to the little toe yesterday, and today it's swollen and purple. Usually I never even think about that toe. It's off the radar. Today, it is front and center in attention. God formed that toe and the other 9 of them as well while I was in the womb. And he did a pretty good job of it. One of the things new parents do with their beautiful babies is count their fingers and toes. They're so precious when they're little, so beautifully made. The next thought shared by the psalmist is that God has kept track of us all our lives. He always has us in his thoughts. It's like he has our kindergarten picture still on his refrigerator, leading up all the way to our graduate school transcripts. He knows us, he loves us, and he keeps track of us. His thoughts are too numerous to count. If we go to a class reunion, we got to wear name tags because we can't remember who each other are. God never needs to look at your name tag to remember who you are. He knows who you are. When we're at our worst, being hard on ourselves because all we can see are the insecurities and personality flaws, got to remember, God looks at us and he knows us very, very well and still reminds us that he loves us. When we're struggling to see the light at the end of the tunnel, God is the light and he is pleased with how we are made. Sometimes we just have to take his word for it and trust him that he knows what he is doing and that he did a good job. Let's remember that God likes the way we are made. God bless you.